Messages from Shaltazar, just showing up. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. We wish to speak with you now about a truth so simple it is often overlooked, and yet so powerful it has the capacity to transform how you meet your life. It is this: just show up. Not perfectly, not healed, not confident, not certain, not prepared, not ready, not knowing how it will go. Simply show up. You have learned in your world that readiness must come before action, that strength must come before presence, that clarity must come before movement. And so many of you wait, waiting to feel better, waiting to feel whole, waiting till you are fully prepared, waiting to feel worthy enough to step forward. But dear ones, life does not ask you to arrive prepared. Life asks you to arrive present. Arrive without expectation or anticipation and meet life as it is. Many hesitate to show up because they are already imagining outcomes, reactions, or how things should unfold. These expectations pull you out of the moment and back into the mind's need to predict and control. When you show up without expectation, you meet life as it is, and it is here that clarity and guidance arise. Presence is the doorway through which spirit, soul, and guidance can move. Preparation belongs to the mind, which seeks certainty and control. Presence belongs to the soul, which moves through trust and openness. When you arrive present rather than prepared, you arrive available. And availability is what allows healing and alignment to arise naturally. Often it is in the moments of tiredness or uncertainty that this teaching is embodied most deeply. When there is no polish or performance to rely on, presence becomes the doorway through which the soul enters. In this way, dear ones, simply showing up is a remembrance of your divine nature. Source has been known to say, "I am that I am," a declaration of being without condition, agenda, or explanation. When you just show up without needing to justify yourself or become something else, you are emulating this divine aspect within you. You are not striving to be worthy of life. You are standing in the truth of your being. This is not arrogance or passivity. It is alignment. It is the recognition that your presence alone is an expression of the sacred, and that who you are as you are is already enough. You believe showing up means having answers. We tell you, showing up creates answers. You believe showing up means being strong, composed, and unaffected. We tell you, showing up means allowing yourself to be real, touched, and present with what is. You believe showing up means holding space for others. We tell you, showing up allows space to hold you as well. You believe showing up means knowing what to say or do. We tell you, showing up is often about listening, feeling, and allowing life to reveal the next step. You believe showing up means proving your worth. We tell you, showing up is the remembrance that your worth was never in question. There is a great misunderstanding among those who walk a conscious path. Many believe they must always be radiant, available, and uplifted. This belief slowly drains those who came here to serve and to heal. You did not come to be a constant beacon. You came to be a human light, real, imperfect, and alive. When you show up as you are, something extraordinary happens. The universe does not ask more of you. It meets you. Support rushes in. Guidance rearranges itself. Energy compensates for what the body lacks. This is why surrender so often feels like relief. To simply show up is in itself an act of surrender. It is the choice to release the need to control outcomes, to let go of the demand to be a certain way, and to stop negotiating with life about how the moment should unfold. When you show up without guarantees, without armor, without rehearsed certainty, you are practicing the very teachings we have shared with you so often. Release, let go, surrender. Surrender is not resignation, dear ones. It is not giving up or giving in. Surrender is the willingness to show up without needing to control the moment or define the outcome. It is giving yourself over to the intelligence of life, trusting that something greater than the thinking mind is at work. When you simply show up in this way, you loosen your grip on who you think you must be, and in doing so, you allow who you truly are to emerge. This is why surrender and showing up are not separate teachings, but expressions of the same truth, and why returning to this choice again and again becomes one of the most powerful spiritual practices you can embody. Showing up does not mean pushing through resistance. It means allowing yourself to arrive without armor. Showing up authentically does require something of you: a quiet courage, a willingness to be vulnerable, and the humility to arrive without masks or guarantees. This is not bravado or self-assurance, but soul confidence, the deep knowing that you are allowed to take up space exactly as you are. Even your pauses, your hesitations, your moments of uncertainty, these are not interruptions. They are invitations. Invitations for others to breathe, to soften, to recognize themselves in you. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not missing your purpose. Each time you choose to remain engaged with life, Even when you feel imperfect or unsure, you are teaching the world something it desperately needs to remember. That love does not wait for ideal conditions. That presence matters more than performance. That being real is more healing than being impressive. The world is accelerating. Fear is louder. Systems are crumbling. Many feel disoriented, tired, and unsure how to contribute, and this is precisely why this teaching matters now. And so we say this gently and clearly. You do not need to fix the world today. You do not need to understand everything. You do not need to be at your best. Just show up with honesty, with breath, with willingness. If you ask how to practice this art of showing up more fully, begin by noticing where you delay your life while waiting to feel ready or holding back because of fear. Practice showing up in small moments by taking one conscious breath before responding, by naming what is true for you gently, or by staying present in a moment longer than feels comfortable. These small choices build trust with your soul and make presence your new default. When you do, you anchor something stabilizing in the collective field. You remind others that they too are allowed to arrive incomplete, uncertain, and still worthy of connection. And if all you can offer on a given day is simply showing up, that is not less than, that is everything. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional.